Volcanoes. These natural wonders are both magnificent and terrifying. These fiery mountains inspire both awe and fear. Their eruptions can be both beautiful and deadly, captivating our imaginations while reminding us of nature's raw power. They remind us of the immense power that lies beneath the Earth's surface. The molten rock or magma that erupts from volcanoes originates from deep within the Earth, where temperatures and pressures are extreme. Throughout history, volcanoes have shaped landscapes and civilizations. Ancient cultures often revered them as gods or feared them as harbingers of doom. They have the power to create and destroy on a scale that is hard to comprehend. Entire cities have been buried under ash, and landscapes have been forever altered by their force. The beauty of a volcanic eruption is undeniable. The sight of lava fountains and glowing rivers of molten rock can be mesmerizing, drawing people from all over the world to witness these natural spectacles. Molten lava, glowing red against the night sky, can be mesmerizing. The contrast of the fiery lava against the dark backdrop creates a scene of otherworldly beauty. However, this beauty hides a destructive capability that has terrified humanity for millennia. The same lava that fascinates us can obliterate everything in its path, leaving a trail of devastation. The thought of a volcanic apocalypse, while seemingly the stuff of science fiction, is a genuine concern for volcanologists today. They study these geological giants to understand their behavior and predict future eruptions. But when will such an event occur? Predicting volcanic eruptions is a complex science involving the monitoring of seismic activity, gas emissions, and ground deformation. The answer, like the volcanoes themselves, is complex and shrouded in layers of geological time. Each eruption leaves behind clues in the form of geological layers, which scientists study to piece together the history of volcanic activity. To understand the future, we must first delve into the past. By examining ancient lava flows and historical eruptions, scientists can identify patterns and potential warning signs. By examining historical eruptions and the science behind these events, we can start to unravel the mysteries of these geological giants and assess the potential for a volcanic apocalypse in our lifetime. The more we learn, the better prepared we can be for the next big eruption. The year was 79 AD. It was a time when the Roman Empire was at its zenith, and the city of Pompeii was a bustling hub of commerce and culture. Mount Vesuvius, looming over the Roman city of Pompeii, erupted with a fury that shocked the world. The eruption was sudden and violent, sending a massive plume of ash and gases high into the sky. The eruption buried Pompeii and its neighboring city of Herculaneum under a thick blanket of ash and pumice, preserving them in time. The cities were lost for centuries, only to be rediscovered in the modern era, providing a unique glimpse into ancient life. The event serves as a stark reminder of the devastating power of volcanoes. The destruction was so complete that it left an indelible mark on history, a testament to nature's raw and unpredictable force. Centuries later, in 1883, the eruption of Krakatoa in Indonesia sent shockwaves around the world. The explosion was heard thousands of miles away, and the island itself was almost entirely obliterated. The eruption was so powerful that it caused tsunamis that killed tens of thousands of people. The waves reached as far as South Africa, demonstrating the far-reaching impact of such a cataclysmic event. The ash cloud from the eruption circled the globe, affecting weather patterns for years to come. The skies darkened, temperatures dropped, and sunsets turned vivid shades of red and orange, a haunting reminder of the eruption's power. These historical events, while catastrophic, pale in comparison to the potential devastation of a supervolcanic eruption. Supervolcanoes, with their immense magma chambers, have the capacity to unleash destruction on a scale that dwarfs even the most powerful eruptions in recorded history. These colossal events, capable of ejecting thousands of cubic kilometers of material into the atmosphere, have the potential to trigger global climate change and threaten the very fabric of civilization. The sheer volume of volcanic material could block sunlight, leading to a volcanic winter, crop failures, and widespread famine. Understanding the power of these natural phenomena is crucial for preparing for and mitigating their potential impacts on our world. To understand the threat posed by volcanoes, we must first understand what makes them erupt. Deep within the Earth's mantle, temperatures are hot enough to melt rock into a viscous liquid called magma. This magma, being less dense than the surrounding rock, rises towards the Earth's surface. As the magma rises, pressure builds up. This pressure, combined with the release of dissolved gases, can cause the magma to erupt explosively through vents in the Earth's crust, creating volcanoes. The type of eruption and the resulting damage depend on several factors, including the composition of the magma, the amount of dissolved gas it contains, and the geometry of the volcanic vent. While all volcanic eruptions are potentially dangerous, supervolcanoes represent a different class of threat. These behemoths are characterized by their massive magma chambers and the potential to produce eruptions of unimaginable scale. One of the most well-known supervolcanoes is located in Yellowstone National Park in the United States. An eruption of Yellowstone's supervolcano would have global consequences. Thick ash clouds could blanket much of North America, disrupting agriculture and causing widespread respiratory problems. The release of sulfur dioxide into the atmosphere could lead to global cooling, potentially triggering a volcanic winter. Section 5. Guardians of the Earth, Monitoring and Predicting Volcanic Activity. Fortunately, scientists are not caught off guard. Around the world, volcanologists are constantly monitoring volcanoes for signs of unrest. Using a variety of instruments and techniques, they track ground deformation, gas emissions, and seismic activity, all of which can be precursors to an eruption. While predicting the exact timing and magnitude of an eruption remains a challenge, advances in monitoring technology and our understanding of volcanic processes are improving our ability to forecast these events and provide early warnings. This is crucial for mitigating the potential impact of eruptions and saving lives. Section 6. Could it happen in our lifetime? Assessing the risk of a volcanic apocalypse. The question on everyone's mind is, could a volcanic apocalypse happen in our lifetime? The answer, while unsettling, is not a simple yes or no. The likelihood of a supervolcanic eruption like the one that could devastate Yellowstone is statistically low in any given year. However, the potential consequences of such an event are so catastrophic that the risk cannot be ignored. Smaller, more frequent eruptions pose a more immediate threat to communities living near active volcanoes. These eruptions, while not globally catastrophic, can still cause significant damage and loss of life. Section 7. The Role of Climate Change. A Dangerous Liaison. Adding another layer of complexity to the equation is the impact of climate change. As global temperatures rise and glaciers melt, the pressure on the Earth's crust changes. This can influence the stability of magma chambers and potentially trigger volcanic eruptions. While more research is needed to fully understand the link between climate change and volcanic activity, it is clear that the two are intertwined in complex ways. Addressing climate change is therefore not only crucial for mitigating its own direct impacts, but also for potentially reducing the risk of volcanic eruptions. Section 8. Beyond the ashes, the potential for life after a volcanic cataclysm. The thought of a volcanic apocalypse is terrifying, but it is important to remember that life is resilient. After even the most devastating eruptions, life finds a way to return. The ash and volcanic materials deposited during eruptions, while initially destructive, can eventually break down and enrich the soil, making it incredibly fertile. Furthermore, volcanic eruptions play a crucial role in regulating Earth's climate over long timescales. The gases and particles released during eruptions can influence the atmosphere's composition and affect global temperatures. Section 9. Conclusion. Living in the shadow of giants. Volcanoes are a stark reminder of the power of nature. These colossal formations, born from the Earth's fiery core, have shaped our planet's landscape for millions of years. They serve as a testament to our own vulnerability in the face of such overwhelming forces. The sheer magnitude of their eruptions can alter climates, devastate regions, and impact global ecosystems. While the threat of a volcanic apocalypse is real, it is not an inevitable doom. The history of human civilization is intertwined with these geological giants, and we have learned to adapt and survive. Through scientific advancement, continued monitoring, and global cooperation, we can strive to understand, predict, and mitigate the risks posed by these natural phenomena. With the help of cutting-edge technology, scientists are now able to analyze seismic activities and predict potential eruptions with greater accuracy. This allows for timely evacuations and the implementation of safety measures, potentially saving countless lives. As we continue to unravel the mysteries of volcanoes, we must also learn to coexist with these forces of nature. By respecting their power and understanding their potential, we can work towards a future where humanity and volcanoes can coexist. Communities living in the shadow of these giants have developed unique ways to adapt, showcasing human resilience and ingenuity. By building resilient infrastructure and taking clear precautions, these communities demonstrate that it is possible to thrive even in the most challenging environments. On this dynamic planet we call home, we can find a balance where both nature and humanity flourish, living in harmony with the ever-present giants that shape our world.